It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10, and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4", it's Colin Kaepernick.
It's so difficult to prepare and try to defend Colin Kaepernick, and not just because of the physical skills they're always on display, whether it's throwing the ball downfield or running with the ball as well. But how about the leadership he exhibits, how his team will follow him, the smarts he has in playing the game, and, of course, the overall toughness. You can't run the football the way that he does without being a guy who's willing to take a hit.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Kaepernick now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Kaepernick again. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1, couldn't get the ball. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They fake the handoff, now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 3 catches, 53 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Brian Burns, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. To throw is Kaepernick. And it's incomplete. Najee Harris, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the 1st quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw, Kaepernick. That swung out wide to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. To throw, Kaepernick. He gets it complete to Harris. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown! George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Kaepernick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Trey Lance and the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. On first down, Lance. That swung out to Mostert. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
On play action, Lance. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Mostert. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Lance now on third and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That's taken at around the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Play action. Now it's Lance. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Kaepernick. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Kaepernick going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter. Now a play fake. Lance flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain that played before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Lance. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. On 2nd and goal. Lance rolling to his right, fighting him off, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. He'll buy some time right, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. This goes out right to Doyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Completion here to Claypool. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Now Kaepernick again. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. 30. 10.
I'm going to show you, man.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with